So good day, miss. My name is Angel Yuso from BSB1B, and today I will be explaining to you the brief history of money. So first, what is money? Money is something that people use to buy goods, pay debts, and save for the future. So brief history of money. So before back then, we have barter system, commodity money, metal coins, paper money, and modern money. So in barter system, before back then, people used to trade goods directly like fish to rice, and then like nagka-dugay ang panahon, nagka-level up ang nagka-level up ang sauna. So like we have their commodity money. From barter system, we have their commodity money. Commodity money is like money is a type that has its own value because the material itself it's valuable. Like for example golds and silver. And after that we have metal coins and paper money. In metal coins, money made from metal because government made coins to make trading easier and fair. And paper money lighter and easier to carry than coins. But like today we have paper money, but we also have metal coins. And until we have their modern money without that we use today, like we use paper bills, coins, credit or debit cards, and digital money like online banking, e-wallet like Gcash, Pimaya, yeah, like that. So number two is money, or functions of money. So money has four main functions. First is medium of exchange, second is unit of account, third is store of value, and fourth standard of deferred payment. So medium of exchange, it is the middle thing that makes trade easier. Instead of bartering, you used to buy and sell things instead of barter. So like instead of barter like before, we use money like paper bills, coins. Yeah, we use like that to make the transaction easier instead of trading. And unit of account is like the real of money that tells you how much something is worth. Used to measure value. Like for example, prices are written in pesos. Like for example, if you want to buy rice and it's 50 per kilo. So like in paper bills we have there 20 pesos, 50 pesos, 100, 500, 1000. So like it it makes it is easier for us to know about how much the money is, or how much the things cost. And store of value, this is something that keeps its worth over time, and like can be saved used in the future. So like for example, um in the money, we can use it in the future because the value itself it's not carry out right away. Like it's not changing right away, the value of money. And for example the gold, we can use it even though that is not money, but still it has a value itself that we can use in the future. Standard of deferred payment, it's the way people agree to payment later, like to pay later, used to pay debts later. Like for example loans, we can loan now, but you will pay later. That is standard of deferred payment. And B, attributes, characteristic of money. So good money should have these qualities. First is acceptable, durable, portable, divisible, stable in value, and limited supply. And acceptable, people trust and accept it, because if the money if people don't trust the money and they don't accept it, the money is useless. We cannot use it. And second is durable. It doesn't tear or get damaged easily. So here in durable, like um here in durable, like it doesn't easily tear or get damaged, because if the money will get easily damaged, the people will don't trust the money, because like it's so hard for us to make a transaction because the money is not durable enough. And third is portable, easy to carry around, because if not easy to carry around, like for example it's too bulky or it's too heavy. How can we use it for our daily transactions? So it must be portable. And fourth is divisible, can be broken into smaller units like 1000 to 5 1000 can be broken to 500, 500 to be broken to 100, 100 to 50, 50 to 20. So like it's so easy for us to make to buy things because yeah. And stable in value, its value doesn't change too fast. Yeah, the money should not change. So the money should not change the value so fast because like if the money will the value is changing too fast, the people the it will cost us the inflation. So that's not good. And yeah, limited supply, not too much, not too little, because if the government continue printing a lot of money, the value of money will decrease and it will cause inflation for us. So it must be has the one to control about the money. And kinds of money, there's commodity money, fiat money, paper money, and coins, and digital ledger money. And commodity money has value itself, like for example gold, it has a value itself. And fiat money, money with value because the government says so, like for example Philippine peso. So it's like the money is accepted by the people because the government says so. It is like the because the government agree to the money, like, and the people agree to the government. So like it's like the middle thing, it's the ruler. And third, paper money like bills like 20, 50, and 100, coins 1, 5, 10. And digital electronic money, we have their Gcash, Paymaya, and online banking through internet. We use internet to we use cell phone, computer has to have transaction online. And Philippine money and circulation and security. So current Philippine money is banknotes like paper money. It's polymer like 20, 50, 100, 200. And security features of Philippine money, like you need to feel, look, and tell. Like in feel, paper feels crisp and textured, raised print all numbers and faces. And look, watermark face appears when held to light. Security thread embedded in the bill, and clear and sharp printing. And tell, color changing ink, and holograms that move change color. So that is all about the brief history of money, Miss Anne. Thank you.